Hello everyone, welcome to Halo Moon Tarot. This is your weekly reading for Leo. How are you guys? Leo, let's see what's coming in. This could be any aspect of your life. Some Sag energy. So I feel this is someone planning, preparing, hoping for the best. Yeah. Someone's going to reach out. Now it's whether or not they're hoping, they're hoping it's successful. That you reciprocate. Yeah, see, this is somebody here who has ended a painful period in their life. They felt kind of stabbed in the back and everything is fine. This is likely somebody who has that energy. Yeah, everything is fine. I see a message coming in. Yeah, shock, surprise. But somebody definitely has gone through something. And it's also a person who... it's a person who takes pride, but I do think someone's pride was hurt here too. Yeah. Someone who acts like everything is just fine, but it's not. Because it's a tower, some sort of shock and surprise. Yeah, it's a judgment, a decision. Something happened here. It is an energy of out with the old, in with the new. So I feel like, yeah, you've got someone's cup. You've got an opportunity coming in. This is someone hoping for the best, but I do feel you probably already know what this is. It's someone who felt stabbed in the back. They felt hurt. It was painful. Their pride was hurt. They may not have reciprocated to you because it's someone who needed to heal. This is a healing, but it is a judgment. So someone may have judged you wrong. Okay, but I do think there was a decision that somebody had to make because of this too. Little shock, surprise. Oh my goodness. So it's an offer, a fresh new start, opportunity. Someone's cup actually runneth over. So it was something emotionally overwhelming. Let me grab another deck here. I'll grab this one. What the heck? Let's have a look at the Six of Wands. Yeah, so it's an energy of change. Somebody possibly moving on from a situation. No longer reciprocating or talking, but it's someone coming around here. Yeah, it's a person who kind of felt like giving up, but this is someone who's not going to give up. They're not a quitter. They want this to be successful. They have been kind of preparing, but it's someone's pride was definitely hurt here. Yeah. Someone may have judged you because of the situation, a judgment. So, but it is definitely someone who needs to release. See, put it behind. Everything is fine. Yeah, so someone's making a choice here. It's an energy of someone no longer giving to someone. It's definitely an energy of someone chasing. So this could be somebody who come in chasing after them, but they had just experienced something very painful. And I do feel this is an energy of where there is definitely this energy of choices. This is somebody who I feel isn't going to give up. And maybe you felt like giving up, but I feel this is someone coming in. Yeah, it's going to be a surprise. See, this is an energy of opportunity, some massive epiphany. But someone was kind of looking at a situation like somebody was an opportunist. Yeah, yeah. But I can see somebody, it's an energy of a person breaking free from a situation. And I do feel this is someone who now sees opportunity where they didn't before because of what they were dealing with. So everything wasn't okay. It's someone who's kind of like everything's fine, but it's not. Because two people have come apart, the tower. But they wanted this. Yeah, I do see an Aries energy, Sagittarius. I see Gemini energy, Scorpio, or Aries, Mars, yeah. Could be Scorpio too, often with this energy, but this is somebody reflecting on this. They're about to take a leap of faith. This is person's generally, when they want something, they go for it. I can see it. See, it's an energy of chasing after it. But it's somebody here, I feel, everything wasn't okay with them. So now this is someone who feels a bit like a fool, but they do look at this and see opportunity. They're about to take a leap of faith and offer you this cup. Tell me about this fool energy. Yeah, see, this is somebody ended something painful. They're now rising like the phoenix from the ashes. It's over. I feel some of you felt like giving up, you know, like, okay, whatever, it's over, it's done, but I don't think it's done. Yeah, you can see this is someone out with the old, in with the new. So it was painful, but I do think this is someone who now sees opportunity in this situation. Ace of Cups, yeah. This is someone feeling more confident. See, it's kindness, compassion, confidence, self-control. Looks like something kind of got a little out of control there, but like I say, it's just a person feeling confident. They're taming the beast. Yeah, tell me about this Nine of Wands. It's somebody wanting to put something in the past. See, they weren't quite over something. It's like, it's something that happens so suddenly, a person doesn't see it coming. But whatever it is, there's this change. Someone's moved on from this situation, putting it behind. Yeah, they want to come together. Somebody wants to talk. They want to have a conversation. Yeah, somebody wants to talk. I do see forgiveness, kindness, compassion. I do feel this is someone who definitely has a lot of self-control, but like I say, it's someone taming that beast within themselves. Tell me about the Lovers. Yeah, some sort of aha moment, enlightenment. It's about truth. This is someone sees, what have I got to lose? Win or lose, they're going to take a leap of faith. But I do see this painful period ended. They are rising like the phoenix from the ashes, but they are reflecting on this, what happened, how things played out. I do think that there's been a healing. They're releasing it, just shedding it. Yeah, it's over. It's done. So it's finished. This is somebody who's done with a situation. They're done. See, there's that Scorpio energy. Yeah. This is something that's changed someone forever too. And you can see they're now shining a light. They're curious. They want to talk. They want to clear something up. They feel confident. But it's definitely somebody who wasn't feeling very confident at that time. Their pride was hurt. Someone stabbed them in the back. Okay, so win or lose, they're coming in. They're being enlightened too. They're talking to people, maybe finding something out. Yeah, but they want to have a conversation face to face. Yeah, they want to build. So it's like rebuilding the tower, maybe having to rebuild their life. But it's changed them forever. Someone's pride got hurt. Their pride took a hit. Death of the ego. Yeah, they want to talk. They definitely are taking a little pause. See, the enlightenment too, and looking at things from a different perspective, seeing things different. Maybe they've been talking to people, checking things out. Maybe they've been hearing things. But like I say, a little pause now, some of that inner reflection. So it's about clarity. See, they've learned something, or they're trying to learn something. Tell me about the Page of Swords. Yeah, this is about planting the seeds. See, this is somebody rebuilding their life, rebuilding after the tower. It's about coming in right. It's solid, reliable. They want to build, they want to get something going. But I do see the energy of working. They want to build. So this is someone kind of rebuilding their life. So I do see this opportunity. Yeah, I do see something with their house and home. See, they want to reach out. They're hoping you're going to reciprocate. They also look at this too, that you may not. So they're kind of prepared that you may not reciprocate. But I do think they're going to reach out. I mean, it's possible this is someone where you reached out to them and they didn't. They may have hurt your own ego and your pride. But like I say, they're coming in very generous here. This is generosity when you see it like this. Yeah. This is someone who probably should have put in more effort to reciprocate, to respond, to communicate. But yeah, you can see this is an energy of loyalty. This is someone who feels confident. They have faith in themselves, I feel, to make the right decisions. But at that point, they certainly didn't. Yeah, their pride took a hit, but I actually feel both people because the Ten of Swords there. So this is something that's over. Now it's a new beginning. Yeah, very nice. Tell me about the Hierophant. Yeah, this is someone who's learned. See, learned some very valuable lessons. They're learning about you. Okay, so they're definitely wiser, somebody with experience. So it could be someone who was a little skeptical too. They did see opportunity, but they're also looking at this because they're experienced that somebody may be an opportunist, looking to see what they can provide. but it's something that's changed this person forever. So I do see the tables turning. They're looking at this from a different perspective. They've learned something valuable, learning the hard way, the school of hard knocks. Yep. This person is smart. I do feel this is someone who cut somebody out because they weren't loyal. It was definitely that loyalty, but they're looking at this from a whole different perspective. I think this is someone who's been talking to people. There was a judgment. This is somebody judging someone here, being kind of judgmental. Yeah. So, but I do think they're looking at this. Now, if you're the person who came towards this person, offered them the pentacle, and they didn't reciprocate, it's because they felt skeptical because of everything I just said. But there's the energy of learning something about your life, your habits, the way you conduct yourself, the start of something new. You're about to receive. This person's going to be definitely put in more effort. This is generally someone who's quite generous, but I do think this is someone who kind of gets chased. But wow, I mean, it could be something that's changed yourself forever, Leo, where you're in the Empress energy if you're the feminine energy here. And it does look like you've got Aries energy, Sagittarius energy. Some of you, there's choices here, but this is somebody who's making a choice, a decision. So I do see this energy of someone speaking truth. Yeah, integrity. Both of you speaking your truth. See, integrity, honesty, loyalty. So there's things that are being learned. Two people with experience. Swords up. You've both been hurt. You've both been through people who aren't loyal or faithful or reliable, whatever may be the situation. Yeah, there's two people with experience. So I do feel there's going to be a conversation. Yeah, you're both trusting your inner knowing. It's like you know. You just know. I think you know this person's going to come in. It's like they're rebuilding their world. Okay, they're rebuilding. So whatever happened was devastating, probably financial loss and things like that. Yeah. This is somebody who has a lot of options, and they're definitely skeptical. They're cutting people out here. Yeah, the Emperor is about to make something happen here. See, they make it happen. They cut somebody out because they couldn't trust them. They know from experience. But you can see this pentacle. Yeah, the Emperor. Yeah, so someone who's definitely an energy of control, taking control of the situation, but it is somebody who put on the brakes at some point. They're definitely taking another look, seeing things from a whole different perspective. They're seeing you from a different light. But it's also not only them, but themselves. Because it's into me, I see it themselves. So it is an energy of determined to succeed. They're determined here. This is somebody who's not going to give up on this connection. No, they want to talk face to face, making sure you're on the same page. They've learned something here too, and they're taking a look at it. So it has to do with why. Let's have a look at why something happened. Yeah, so it has to do with compatibility, cooperation, compromise, spending time together, doing things together. They definitely fantasize. They're kind of strategic too. Yeah, about doing it, together, being together, spending time. But it's an energy of two people who should be building each other up, not tearing each other down. So there was definitely a lack of compatibility. This person didn't feel confident with this other person. See, they're teaching someone how they want to be treated as well, both of you. So it's about learning about each other. It's being honest, being an open book. You could ask this person anything and they'll tell you. Yeah. Yeah, interesting. Tell me about the Chariot. They're determined to succeed. Yeah, see, it's an energy of not... See, the tables are turning. They didn't see something coming. Now you're not going to see it coming. But this is someone who... I feel they've learned something because they've gone within. They weren't seeing themselves. Maybe the way they were conducting themselves. Maybe in a past situation. Yeah. But it's taking off the blindfold to see. So there was definitely this frozen and indecision energy where someone was unable to make a decision, but they weren't seeing things, I feel, clearly at this time, because now they've learned something. And now the tables are turned. You're not going to see this coming. So, wow, yeah. It is about getting together, spending some time together to see if you're, if you got things in common, if you get along. Definitely it's an energy of someone who brings something to the table, because you can see this is someone who gets chased because of what they can provide. It's an emperor. Now, it's possible this person, maybe there was a judgment. Maybe they judged you. I do think there was a bad decision that was made, but I do feel this is somebody who was probably unable to make a proper decision at that time. Wow, because I mean, it's a Tower moment. But they're learning something that shocks them, and that's where their pride really takes a hit. So you're not chasing them. You're not chasing. No. Interesting. Wow. And this is, oh yeah, it's still manifesting. See, mirroring, the tables turning. See, you're both manifesting here. You both have everything you need. So there's a lot of desire to get this going. So this is somebody in that magician energy too. Yeah, this person, they could have some Gemini in their chart, and I definitely wouldn't be surprised, but or Libra. So it is a lot to do with they probably weren't being fair. See, somebody judged somebody. This is somebody who kind of has some old school rules, you know. It actually looks like they have old school rules. Like they're the person who will decide when they're ready to start something, but I mean, like I say, it could be a little complicated. There could be sort of looking at how everything kind of played out here. So they definitely see opportunity. So I feel like you're manifesting each other here. Yeah, see, it's all about pride. Both of your prides were probably hurt, but it's about what two people can provide for each other. So they are actually hoping, planning, hoping for the best coming into this. See, as somebody who didn't put their best foot forward because of all this. I know it happens a lot, and a lot of people go, oh, it's just excuses. But sometimes things are devastating, because this is somebody devastated by something. But they're now looking at this, and they've learned. See, you're not really chasing after them. So they're kind of going, used to being chased, so their pride kind of gets hurt a little bit more. This person's funny, but it's also about them going within, seeing themselves in this situation, you see. Yeah, I think this is somebody who's definitely hoping for the best. Yeah, there was definitely desire, spark, and attraction. There was desire to come together. They fantasize of being with you, doing it with you, or just spending time with you. Probably both. So I do think this is someone who was kind of skeptical too. See, they think this is someone who often thinks, oh, this is someone often too who judges a book by its cover, because they think somebody is using their body because they look good, you know. So it's really funny, but I actually feel this person was very insecure at the time. They kind of snuck away to lick their wounds. They're devastated. Their pride's been hurt. And I mean, it's a person who's used to being chased, but they're also get chased because of what they can provide. So this is often where, like I say, this person's got options here, but they're not really interested in any of them. I can see that. But you can see they're skeptical. They're trying to figure something out here. Yeah, but this is someone who often goes off to lick their wounds, but they're not giving up. This person's not a quitter. They're not giving up. They felt like giving up when that tower came down, but they're not, and they're going to figure this out. But yeah, it's someone who thinks someone's using their body, right? I mean, because they're judging a book by its cover. Yeah, but you're not that way. See, you're not chasing. So now they're feeling kind of, oh no, they're feeling defeated, definitely. But there's definitely someone who comes in very confident, but inside this person, it was actually feeling really insecure. Okay. So all isn't, and they're looking at it too, all isn't what it seems, because they've learned something. We have a beautiful Empress energy. This is somebody always open to talk, to communicate, a person who's very balanced. So, yeah, they're trying to figure out what to say too. You can see they were thinking really negative energy. See, thinking negative thoughts. So it's definitely an energy of feeling kind of that lack and lonely. This person may have judged you, felt you were sneaky, left you out in the cold, maybe ignored you. But this is the change. The tables are turning. Now this person thinks that you're probably going to do the same thing. I don't think so, because we have an Empress. Look, they've learned something. See, it's somebody who ghosted someone, ignored them, or judged them by a book like they don't have any money. So, but it's an energy. There was desire. There was attraction. Absolutely. And it could be if they've learned that you find them attractive, if they've been talking to people. Like, they still almost don't believe this, right? So, yeah, I mean, it could be a few different things. The judgment energy, that player energy. This person feels like a fool, or they've been, feeling like they've been played for a fool too. Yeah, but yeah, fool me once, twice, three times. This person's been around the bend. They have a lot of experience. I think both of you too. So they're definitely learning, and there could be someone in the social circle telling them the truth. So they're definitely looking at. They're going to make this happen. They want to make this right. I can tell. Yeah, because I do think it's something on their mind for sure. Yeah, see, they're learning. Somebody who truly cares. They're kind and compassionate. Someone who's there through thick and thin. One of those kind of people. Yeah, somebody who truly cares. And I'll tell you what else they've learned through this. Whoever it was that ended a situation with them, or they made it happen. I can see they cut that person out. But it's very possible something they've learned about what somebody else provides. Kindness, compassion, caring. Okay, but I do think some of you've been waiting for this person to reach out and reciprocate. And I do think they're going to. I feel like you're still kind of thinking about this person, but it's of someone who's actually speaking truth. I mean, there could be people talking, giving advice, motherly figures here, but it's an energy of the truth of someone who truly cares. Yeah, see, this is somebody who wasn't fair. They made a bad decision, but it's because of all this energy. See, they have experience. They've learned a lot, and they're learning more about self too. What someone brings to the table, they have that realization. It's not just yourself, it's about the person they ended it with. But definitely someone felt stabbed in the back at somebody who was talking behind their back, putting them down, tearing them down. Emperors demand loyalty. Okay, what goes on between two people stays between two people. If this person comes in, there's going to be an agreement. What you talk about is private. It's between the two of you. So they definitely want to talk to you alone privately. And maybe that's what you wanted. Maybe it didn't happen. Because it's often where things don't turn out the way it's expected with this energy. But yeah, they're coming in. They want to make this right. And they are someone who moves very quickly. Yeah, see, this is someone who's been there, done that, though. Like I say, whatever you do, just speak truth with this person, because it's honesty, integrity, morals, values, the way someone conducts themselves, their day-to-day life. They're learning. They want to know more. But they are someone who's going to come in very quickly. And they'll just be spontaneous, so just so you know, you won't see it coming. This person's definitely in their head. I think both of you, yeah. There's been some hurt. See, learning that there was hurt. It hurt your feelings. They judged you wrong. They weren't fair. They definitely didn't come in right. They want to make it right. See, healing the hurt. Yeah. So there's definitely that energy here. This is someone who, like I say, fool me once, twice, three times. And it is the King of Swords too. And also the feminine. You're both, I feel, have experience. And I do think you're going to, communicate well, because I do see communication, speaking truth, saying it like it is. So I think you're going to communicate well. I don't think you're going to have any trouble being on the same page. But yeah, I do think it's about resolving this. Yeah, resolution. This is somebody who'd been hurt, but they kept it to themselves. So if you started this, they likely didn't say anything. Like I say, they acted like everything was fine, but it's not. Now the tables are turned. Maybe they feel that way about you. So there's definitely a lot of questions here. Yeah, so someone definitely still single, and it could be why someone's single, because they've been hurt a lot, but they are also single. Someone who takes care of themselves. They dress for success. See, I feel this is somebody who judged a book by its cover. Someone looks too good. Because this is someone who's been played like that before. They've got experience. So really interesting. So there you go, Leo. Just, like I say, just be yourself. Okay, just be yourself. And because this is somebody who just like I say, it's also an energy of dressing for success. This person, I mean, it's like a first impression of someone where they have this impression, but their whole perspective on it has changed. Definitely you maybe have crossed paths again at some point, I don't know, but it's like two people checking each other out. They definitely liked what they seen, but like I say, they've been there, done that. So just be yourself, okay? Yeah, I do think they're going to put more effort in, because I do think of someone who didn't put a lot of effort in, you know. So they might have even been embarrassed. Maybe they weren't prepared or dressed properly. Maybe you felt that way. I don't know. But there's definitely that energy of being a little insecure, you know. Yeah, they've been thinking it through. They're not going to take decisive action. So this is someone kind of choosing their battles. But I feel for the most part, they're rethinking this. They put on the brakes a little. They're taking a look. And this is someone taking decisive action. They want to communicate. It's going from the page to the king to the knight, however. Yeah, they've been weighing the pros and the cons. And I'm going to tell you, nothing compares to you. They have lots of options. Nothing compares. So this is somebody who knows this was an opportunity. And maybe they've even had a couple opportunities here. But it's something they maybe with the magician, they maybe weren't aware that you felt that way. Now they're being made aware because they're talking to people or they've learned something. So now they're like, should I or shouldn't I? But I'll tell you, nothing compares to you. Yeah, look at that, the Queen of Pentacles. So some of you are just grounded. It's telling you to prepare. I feel like you already are, because we have an Empress here. Someone who's always prepared for anything. See, looking ahead and preparing, planning. I think you're prepared. If not, you're getting a heads up. Yeah, because you can see there was a missed opportunity. This person's also preparing themselves that you might reject them, because the tables are turning, but I don't think you will, because this is an opportunity. Don't miss this opportunity. Okay? But I do think it's both of you see there was an opportunity missed. So I don't know what all happened. It's like, it's just the energy of somebody maybe acting like they weren't interested, but they were, because that's what they're seeing, that you're not interested. It could be someone telling them that you're not, and maybe it's truth. Maybe you weren't really that interested, but I think you are. So let go of your pride and ego. Okay, let go of your pride and ego. They're going to come in. They are prepared to be rejected. They can take it on the chin. Yeah, and maybe they rejected you or just ignored you or something because they felt you weren't interested. Yeah, so this is the energy of that mutual energy. See, this didn't serve. So it's about being real. Just be yourself, be real. Because you are going to hear from this person. So it's all about just being yourself. Yeah. But I do see the energy of someone releasing things that no longer serve. See, that may not served if you acted aloof, but I think this person also needs to let go of control. I also feel this is somebody here who also needs to see the reality of the situation. If they ghosted you, ignored you, of course then you're going to be acting disinterested. I do think they see you as this Empress, though, like they really are like impressed. They're learning about you and they're really impressed. So I think it was just a really bad maybe first impression. Yeah, they definitely are in that energy. Look at that. Yeah, Emperor energy. They know what they want. They're going for it. So they're going to take a leap of faith. And I wonder if this person didn't really put their best foot forward too. Yeah, but I see kindness, compassion, someone who cares. I see an energy of forgiveness where someone's just let it go. It is what it is, right? Yeah, whether it's yourself or them. I wouldn't be surprised you both have there's Aquarius, Libra energy here. Maybe you have that in your moons or something. I wouldn't be surprised with this energy. Interesting. But yeah, it does look like they're a fire sign. I mean, I do see Gemini. They may have it in their chart where they get a little indecisive. But, I mean, it could be somebody who maybe you felt disrespected or offended, whatever it is that happened, but I don't think that was their intentions. Yeah, so I do see waiting. So I don't know if this person's waiting for you to reach out or you're waiting for them. Often the Queen of Cups will wait and see what happens. Yeah, this person's definitely taking their time. They're assessing the situation. They're clearing things out. But I think some of you are too with that Queen of Pentacles. I wouldn't be surprised if we have some Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy, if they have some Earth in their chart. See, I feel like we got two people actually would really get along well, especially if these energies are the way I think they are. Someone who kind of assesses the situation. See, after a pause, they look at it different. See, it's all about clearing out the past. This is someone letting go of options too. They got people they're not interested. Nothing compares, and it's not just looks, but definitely there was attraction. It's everything else. They see what someone can provide. They see kindness, caring, compassion, love, nurturing. Yeah, somebody who definitely, I feel this is someone who dealt with someone too who probably needed a lot of attention, and they see this Queen of Pentacles as somebody who doesn't really need a lot of attention. Somebody who's focused on other things, their house, their home, their money, their future. So definitely you have more in common. I feel this is someone who come apart with someone where they just were not getting along. They had nothing in common. Nothing that they shared. They didn't really do anything together. So this is somebody who was probably in a relationship. And I feel both of you, where you just don't do anything together, nothing in common, or you just don't have any real interests that you share. But this is someone kind of excited about something. It's like they want to reach out and share something with you. So really interesting. But yeah, they're clearing the path. They're looking ahead to see if the coast is clear. But they want to clear something up. Yeah, there is a lot of focus on finances. So I do feel this is someone who's probably still kind of preparing, maybe expanding the horizon, making sure they come in right. Because they are, I do think this is somebody who has that provider energy. Very nice though. Yeah, see, it's about interest, investing. See, it's about why you're interested. See, I see the energy of patience and planning, hoping it pays off. Yeah. So it's telling you to be patient. I feel like you're hopeful. Where there was no hope before, there's hope. Okay. I do think there's hope here. Yeah. I think from both people. Yeah. See, this is where, see, somebody here looks at something that didn't turn out the way they expected. But I do think a windfall of abundance, lucky, and it's all about the timing. Yeah. Everything's happening for a reason here. Yeah. See, this is somebody who actually does long for love. They really do want love. King and Queen of Cups. You could fall in love. These are two people who could fall in love together. They are nurturing, caring, kind, compassionate. See, they've learned something about this too, giving someone what they need, giving people attention they need. They've learned from this past situation. Although the person they were with, I feel, was stabbing them in the back, talking to people, not saying nice things, talking about personal things. That's nobody else's business. Interesting. So look at that. King of Cups. There you go. I really wish you the best here, Leo. Okay, whether you're masculine or feminine, just flip the energy. But I do feel we've got someone all feeling full of love here. And I do think this is somebody who's going to start something here. Like, it's about coming in right, being emotionally ready and available. And that's what it's all about. They're planning and preparing. They're almost there. Bye for now.